Okay. Hi guys, Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist at Exos at Autodesk, and this is the final live stretch break of the week on a nice Thursday afternoon here in Northern California. It's sunny but cold. I'm ready to get moving so I can warm up a little bit. Hope the weather is doing all right where you guys are at. Let's go ahead and get started on the ground. And what we're going to be doing is one of my favorite rotational kind of stretches or movements here. We're going to be lying on our sides, knees stacked up on top of each other at a nice 90-degree angle in the hips, 90-degree angle in the knees. Feel free to use a pillow or a yoga block or something to support the head. If not, you can still rest on the ground. Out front with the arms, we're going to open our bodies up like a big book. So keep your eye on that top moving hand. We're going to open up, still looking at our hands, letting ourselves twist all the way, trying to get our shoulders close to the ground on the other side. It's okay if you can't. And then bringing that arm back, still watching that hand all the way. Let's do a couple more of these. Be conscious of that breathing. Maybe even take a big breath when you're all outstretched in that open book position before coming back, bringing it closed. We're just relaxing and rotating here. All right, guys, wherever we're at, let's make this one. We're about to do the last one, and then we'll switch it over to the other side. All right, go ahead and close the book. And let's flip it on over to the other side. Okay, guys, same thing on this side. We want those knees to stay nice and stacked up on top of each other, up around hip level too. And this guarantees that our low back isn't doing any twisting. All the twist to come from that upper 2/3 of our spine here. So once you guys are in position, go ahead and open the book. Keep your eye on that moving hand. And don't forget that breathing. Good work here, you guys. This side may or may not be a little tighter, so don't worry if it is. Just make a mental note and maybe you'll see that change. You stay consistently doing movements like this over a period of a few weeks. Good work, you guys. Wherever we're at, let's make this one the last one here. Big opening of the book. Deep breathing through the nose and closing the book one last time. Good job, you guys. Okay, next up, we're gonna flip onto our stomachs actually here. A nice prone position. What we're gonna do, since all of us have probably either been sitting or standing and slouching a little bit all day, start kind of on the ground here, hands up around face level, and we're gonna push ourselves up into a nice cobra, trying to extend those arms, leaving those hips on the ground and letting just our spine extend. If this is a little too much for you, resting on the elbows is also a good alternative. Breathe in nice and deep, let those abdominal muscles expand. Did a lot of good core work in Jazz's class earlier, so this is one of my favorite ways to kind of force those muscles to relax. Breathing deeply into them as we're in this nice extended position. One more breath. And on the exhale, go ahead and lower yourself down. Good job, you guys. All right, we're gonna come up into a kneeling position, so take your time here. I'm gonna use the pillow again to kind of pad up both my knees. So this is gonna be a tall or a full kneeling position here. And so sitting our glutes back onto our heels, let's go ahead and interlace those hands and fingers behind our back here. What we're gonna do is drive those fingers down towards the ground, pull our shoulder blades back, gaze up a little bit towards the ceiling, and start breathing into that chest. It's a great way to open up the chest. And again, we're using the lungs to kind of expand the ribs and force those muscles to kind of melt a little bit. You might notice some asymmetry in the chest or the shoulders, and that's all right. We're just breathing here. Good work, you guys. One more good breath. And on the exhale, release those hands. Good job, you guys. Okay, this next one, you can either, if this position is uncomfortable for you, go ahead and stand up. If it's not, if you're doing okay, let's go ahead and hang out here. Let those arms relax down by your sides, and we're gonna do some backwards shoulder rolls. Just trying to link up our breathing with that shoulder movement. So as they shrug up near the ears, we inhale, and as they fall back, slide down our ribs in the back, we exhale. All right, guys, last one here. Nicely done. Okay, give those arms a shake. Go ahead and come out of this kneeling position. Go ahead and make your way up to standing real quick here, guys. What we're gonna do is just a nice forward fold and the stretch break off. So get those feet, don't have to be all the way together, but a little narrower than shoulder width apart. Go ahead and reach down for those toes. Let that head hang. Don't forget the breathing, that's key here. If your hands are resting on the ground, or if you just want to make those arms and upper body a little heavier, you can go ahead and grab onto those elbows. Try and relax everything in that upper body with each exhale. Good job, guys. Good job. Always feel those stretches. Relax yourself into those stretches. All right, one last deep breath, and on the exhale, go ahead and roll yourself back up slowly and carefully. All right, sweet. Good job, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been the last live stretch break of the week. We do have some awesome Exos at Home classes going on early tomorrow morning at 6:30, 7:15, and 12:55. So I definitely recommend checking those out, or going to check those out. Definitely a cool switch up from the usual faces that you guys are probably used to seeing. You guys get to see other Exos coaches and do some other workouts. So I highly recommend it. I hope everyone stays safe this weekend, stay warm out there, and we will see you guys next time.
Thank you.
Good job, guys. See ya.